We're on. Hello out there, and welcome to another episode of Real Sports Talk. My name is Paul, and welcome to this special broadcast on the first day of March, 2026. And I hope, I just cut it off. I still need a producer, damn it. I hope YouTube was playing that intro music from the old NBA on Channel 7, not now, yesteryear. All right. Today's top. I'm so glad it's March. Not that it's March, but I'm so glad that February is over because I can start watching NBA games again. I try to watch some in February, and you're watching the ball game, and there's a timeout, and they show the players going to the bench, and then you see the bench. Every guy on the bench wearing a sweatshirt. Okay. It's not this sweatshirt, which would be fine if they were doing that, or their team sweatshirt. They're wearing a sweatshirt with some divisive thing on it. But the hierarchy of the NBA, the failed hierarchy, not money wise, that's all they're interested in, but the NBA hierarchy, they love division. They love it. So, but I will tell you, about a month ago, beginning of February, I turned on a Knick game one evening because this is probably going to be a good game. And they go to the bench, and everybody's wearing these sweatshirts. And on a sweatshirt as 1950. Okay. Then it has like a number 10, another number, and another number. It's got three numbers on it. I don't remember the other two numbers. It's insignificant. That's not the point. Then it comes up on the broadcast. Oh, we're honoring, not the Knicks, not just the entire NBA today is honoring three players: Chuck Cooper, Earl Lloyd, and Nat Clifton. All right. Would you like to tell me why? Now, they give you some inane reason why that these three guys had nothing to do with. Absolutely nothing to do with. So it got me curious. And I like to go back and look up some stats, look up some old things, games, playoff series. It's a lot of fun. I find it to be. And you find out things you never knew. Sometimes. Some things you want to check. So we look up this player called named Chuck Cooper. Chuck Cooper was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 1950. This is Chuck Cooper played till 1956. And I think he was on the Celtics till 55. The last year he was on another team. And he was on the Celtics just before they started winning championships. I don't know if that's just a coincidence that they started winning after they let him go. But this is his career, who we're celebrating. Points per game for Chuck Cooper, 6.7 points a game. Maybe the guy was a great rebounder. Well, let's see. And I have some notes for a change because I couldn't do this off the top of my head. Rebounds, 5.9 rebounds a game. And this guy was a forward. He was no guard or small forward. In the playoffs, he was even worse. 5.3 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. Why are we celebrating this guy? Do the Knicks celebrate Johnny Warren from the 1970 championship team? We're going to have a Johnny Warren night because he averaged 1 point a game. Even the way the Knicks are, they never did that. Okay, next guy, Earl Lloyd. I should have wrote down the team he was on because it's escaping me. Was it maybe the Detroit Pistons? No, I'm sorry. It was the Syracuse Nationals. So he was also drafted in the NBA in 1950, same year as Chuck. He played 9 years. He played until 1960. So from the 51 season to 6, it's 9 or 10 years, however you want to figure it. Now, Earl, he was a little bit better than Chuck. 8.4 points a game and 6.4 rebounds. Was he the star of his team or something? Let me see. In the playoffs, what do we have for playoffs? Earl Lloyd, that is not Monroe, Earl Lloyd did become an NBA champion. He was part of the Syracuse Nationals 1955 championship team. He averaged in that final series 9 points a game. Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed. 9 points a game. That's a little more than 2 points every quarter. I mean, it just knocks you off the chair. I may fall off the chair with those stats. And he had a big 6 rebounds a game in those finals. Now the star of the Syracuse Nationals, by the way, for those out there that say, who are the Syracuse Nationals? I never heard of. Syracuse Nationals became the Philadelphia 76ers. Have you heard of the 76ers? I think you have. Okay, if you follow basketball. The star of the team was Dolph Schayes. 19 points a game and 11 rebounds. Now, there's someone you might want to celebrate. And Dolph Schayes was also one of the 50 greatest and then 75 greatest. But the NBA, we want to celebrate Earl Lloyd. Earl Lloyd, we got to celebrate. So, nobody ever heard of Earl Lloyd. I could go to the park right now. Excuse me, you ever heard of Earl Lloyd? Can you tell me Earl Lloyd? Earl Lloyd? Chuck Cooper? Yeah. Anyway, now, number 3, because it was 3 numbers. Number 3 was Nat Clifton. He was drafted by the New York Knicks. He played from 1950 to 1958. And for his career, 10 points a game and 8 rebounds a game. Now, he was in the NBA Finals his first 3 years in the league. The Knicks made the Finals 3 years in a row back then, 51, 52, 53. His scoring was 8 points a game and 10 rebounds in the Finals. 10 points a game and 9 rebounds, and 10 points a game and 9 rebounds. All right, not bad. Not bad. But was he the star of the Knicks? I don't think so. Did he bring them a championship? No. They got close in 51. They lost in the seventh game. But 52 and 53, they lost in 5 to Minneapolis, to the Lakers and George Mikan. You might want to celebrate George Mikan with a number 99 on your sweatshirt, but that would be too much to expect from Adam Silver. What's the opposite of silver? It shouldn't be Adam Silver. Adam Tin, maybe. Adam Aluminum. Too much to expect because silver is something that's valuable. Aluminum, tin, Adam Rust. Adam Rusty Tin. Something like that. All right, well, that's why I'm glad that it's March and February and this nonsense is over with. Now we can concentrate on the final stretch of the NBA season, the surprises, the jockeying for position, and then head into the playoffs where there's going to be some tremendous matchups this year. I think there was something else that I had on my mind, but I didn't write it down. So it's slipping my mind. Oh, yeah. This shirt is of a youth basketball team. Anybody that coaches youth basketball out there, and this just happened to me last night at a game that I was coaching. If you watch NBA, even a college game, I was watching some of St. John's and UConn. The referee calls a foul. And the next thing you see while the guy's shooting the free throw, the ref is standing right next to the coach. Maybe they're chit-chatting, explaining the call, or talking about the call. When you have these youth games, you have officials, they're so bad. There's a few good ones out there. Some of them, they're so bad. They make a call, and then they're on the other side of the court. They're at the opposite end line from where the bench is. So if I don't know what the call was, last night, a guy calls a technical foul, and then he runs to the other side. And I'm like, what are you doing over there? What technical was for what? Turned out it was a bench technical. Someone on the bench did something, which he still didn't explain. I finally got him to come over to me, and he's a big guy, and he's trying to intimidate me. He's a big guy, but he probably played a little basketball. He's probably the third string center. He wasn't even the backup. He was third string because he's the third string ref. But they run to the other side. You know why? Because they're little babies. They got a whistle. They got some power. They're little babies. And I can't wait till the next meeting I go to because they're going to get it. My wrath is going to go on these officials that shouldn't be officiating. By the way, here's another thing about officials that do youth games. 4th grade, 5th, 6th, 7th, boys and girls. They get $50 an hour or more, 52, 54. Cash. You take the money, it's out of your pocket, out of the envelope. Here's your $50 cash. Now, I don't know how they came up with 50, 52, 54. An hour, non-union job, an hour. $50 cash would be like paying a guy $100 in a check, and you take the tax out, and you got 50-something dollars by the time all the taxes are taken out, and Social Security and Medicare. Okay, $100 an hour on a check. 40-hour work week, $4,000 a week, 52 weeks, $208,000. These leagues, they're paying a referee, youth referee. Everybody else a volunteer. The players don't get anything. The coaches don't get anything. They pay the ref the equivalent of a $208,000 a year salary. I look around. I'm going to be looking around the next time I'm at a meeting talking about this. Anybody here making over $200,000 a year? I guarantee if it's anybody, it's a handful out of like 50 people. This is no education required. Okay, folks, that's the end of today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Let me see if I can get back to, yes, the closing theme song, the great NBA theme song from yesteryear. Where is it? There it is. We got it. YouTube. I'm not making money on this song. It's not making money. I'm not making money on this show. Run this music. Let's see if we can get the. Here we go. Some of the great ones. Willis. Kareem with the sky hook. Can't see who that is on. There's Havlicek. Freddie Carter. There's Wilt. Pete Maravich and Walt Frazier. Oscar on the Bucks. And Jerry West. Some of the greatest. Got to hit it 3 times for it to go off. Oh, I got to hit it with the pointer.